Hey everyone, it's Larissa from Creative You, and tonight we're talking about what are some of your key issues, and it's follow-up number 3. It's the last one we're going to do on this one. So if you'll remember, 3 weeks ago now, we started with the You Can Heal Your Life checklist and finding 3 to 5 key themes that are prevalent in our lives, basically what our issues or blocks are. And 2 weeks ago, we looked at fear, anger, and possessiveness. And last week, we looked at resentment, lack of love, rejection, and abandonment. So don't forget, you can share your journaling, what you've found out about yourself, that sort of thing, and what you're reading, what books you've come up with, what different things you're reading. Share those on the Facebook page at Creative You, and let us know how it's going for you. And so just as a quick recap, like I said, so 3 weeks ago, August 13th was the first blog on creativeyou.ca, and then August 20th, and then August 27th. So if you're looking for the information to go back, so creativeyou.ca, and just go back to the blogs and there'll be all the information there. So this week, we're going to be adding Binaural Beats. And this is brand new to me, but it's amazing. It's not one that I've used before, so I'm excited to share it. So Binaural Beats is a therapy that's emerging from sound wave therapy, in which the right and left ears listen to 2 slightly different frequencies. And so your brain perceives it as one, but the auditory beat that the person hears is the difference in frequency between the left and right ear should be at frequencies lower than 1,000 hertz for the brain to be able to detect it. So I don't honestly understand how it works. I just know it does. It's really great for anxiety and for sleep, different things to sort of calm the brain. So research has shown that when a person listens to binaural beats for a recommended time, and they recommend anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, but a lot of the ones I found are actually much longer. So I just listen to them longer. But so depending on which ones you listen to, it arouses different parts of your brain. And researchers believe those changes occur because the binaural beats activate specific systems within the brain. So an EEG, recorded electrical brain activity of people listening to binaural beats, showed that the effect on a person's brain varied according to the frequency pattern used. So it's been scientifically studied, and it actually affects different parts of your brains depending on one brain, depending on which one you listen to. So I have included some. So the important thing about it is that you have stereo headphones or a stereo system to listen to it, because your ears need to be able to detect the difference. And so that's really important. So do not be doing that while you're driving or anything like that. So you want to be quiet, relaxed place and listen to that. So, but it is an amazing, really good, like I said, for anxiety and things like that. So I have included some in the blog. So you will find that on the September, what's today? So the September 3rd blog on creativeyou.ca. So check those out, because I have put some links in there. Or you can go to YouTube and just look up binaural beats and check those out. But I've got the links there for you for specifically for different things. So today we're going to start with controlling or lack of control. So controlling behaviors or actions in which individuals likes or needs to be in charge. This is one I have struggled with. And so they're especially comfortable at supervisory and dominating behaviors. It's not necessarily a bad thing, and it can be really beneficial in business, the military, or in leadership roles. But it can often be used in a negative way if you don't understand the reasoning behind it, or why that is an issue, or that sort of things. So it often comes from a feeling of lack of control and needing to regiment or control an aspect of our lives. So, and that comes often from childhood and needing to now be in control because you didn't have control in your childhood. So I know for me, that was absolutely true. I had no control in my childhood. My childhood was very, some call it traumatic. Others, for me, it was my childhood. It was normal. But I absolutely had no control. And so I really built up a lot of issues around control. So it like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing, and it can be used in a lot of positive ways. But if you notice that it's not good for you, or you're not really using it in a positive way, and it's actually controlling your life, then it's a problem. So I have included affirmations for this, including I move forward easily in life. I gently flow with life and each new experience. I create my own life. I choose to handle all my experiences with love and joy and ease. I claim my own power and I trust life. So those are great affirmations that you can use. And a couple of weeks ago, we did talk about the why we use affirmations and that sort of thing. So you can catch up either on the previous videos or on the blog. So I have included a meditation to use, the tapping video to use, or the binaural beats to use to help you with letting go and surrendering to the universe and letting go of control. So definitely check those out on the September 3rd creativeyou.ca blog, and all the links are there. So the next one is frustration. Frustration is an emotion that occurs in situations where a person is blocked from reaching a desired outcome. In general, whenever we reach one of our goals, we feel pleased, and whenever we are prevented from reaching our goals, we may succumb to frustration and feel irritable, annoyed, and angry. Typically, the more important the goal, the greater the frustration and resulting anger or loss of confidence. So again, frustration is not necessarily bad, since it can be a useful indicator of the problems in a person's life. And as a result, it can act as a motivator to change. However, when it results in anger, irritability, stress, resentment, depression, or a spiral downward, where we have a feeling of resignation or giving up, frustration can be destructive. So some things: take some deep breaths, calm your pent-up emotions and restore a sense of calm. Figure out the source of your frustration. Now that you're thinking more clearly, use the clarity to focus on what may be the probable cause that you're experiencing, why you're experiencing the frustration. Remind yourself that this will pass. This too will pass. Everything does. Frustration shouldn't be an ongoing experience. By recognizing that emotions are generally fleeting, you rob them of their power and hold on you. So work on something else is another. Distraction is a great method to get past a roadblock or frustration. Or do something pleasant instead of beating yourself up mentally over your frustrating day. Do something that you enjoy. So some affirmations for frustration. I live in the now. Only right and good action is taking place in my life. I love and approve of myself. I create only peace and harmony within myself and in my environment. There's a harmonious solution and I accept it now. Joy now flows freely within me and I'm at peace with life. So I've also included meditation, tapping, and the binaural beats. So there's different ways to release frustration, or when you're feeling frustrated, things that you can do to get through that. So our last one for today is anxiety. And anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear or apprehension about what's to come. Prolonged anxiety may cause you to stop doing things you enjoy. In extreme cases, it may prevent you from entering an elevator, crossing the street, or even leaving your home. If left untreated, the anxiety will keep getting worse. Anxiety has been a big one for me over the last few years, although much better now. I do use tapping a lot for this one, but I've included different things. The binaural beats is really good, especially if you have trouble sleeping. So at night, this one can be a really good one to sort of get you off to sleep. So deep breathing is an amazing tool for anxiety. Stop what you're doing. If possible, find a comfortable place to sit. And standing works as well, but just close your eyes and focus on your breathing. And if you get distracted by daily worries or something going on, just do your best to redirect your attention back to your breathing. So count it out as you inhale and exhale. So 1 for an inhale, 2 for an exhale. And keep counting and inhaling and exhaling until you get to 10. But then you'll have taken 5 deep breaths in about a minute and run through this easy routine. You can do this anywhere, anytime, and it really does help with anxiety. The other ways, like I mentioned before, the affirmations. So some are, it is safe for me to love and care for myself. I comfortably and easily release the old and welcome the new in my life. I accept life and am always safe. I understand clearly and am willing to change with the times. I love myself and trust the process of life. I digest and assimilate all new experiences peacefully and joyously. And like I said, I use the tapping, and I've included a link there on the blog, creativeyou.ca, September 3rd, 2019. Also meditation I've included, the Binaural Beats, which is a really great one for, like I said, at night, but you can use it anytime. It just takes a little bit longer, so it's a really nice one to sort of try and, if you're going to lay awake in anxiety brain anyway, use the Binaural Beats, and it's amazing how quickly it can work for you. So again, please feel free to share on the Facebook group page, creativeyou.ca, any of these things, whether they've been helpful or not, any of the books that you've read, what journaling has brought up for, you don't have to share the details of what you're journaling, but what it's brought up and what you're working through, and, get a conversation going there. So next week, we're actually looking at gratitude. So we're going to shift completely from, what are these key issues? And next week, we'll be looking at a gratitude practice and how that can help with your change your mindset. So I look forward to talking to you next week. Okay, have a great night, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.